Alright, so we'll go to the next day. It's Sunday. I don't think I ended the last video, but I'll throw a little clip in there and end it. But we're gonna head up to Michigan. Ended up getting quite a bit of stuff. I don't even think we cleaned out the car. I don't want to show you some good stuff in there, but I'm gonna head up to Michigan. Hopefully hit a Toys R Us. A little bit of a late start, as you can see. We're not professionals here. It's like 2:30. We're gonna leave at like 10, 11. If we're getting a little sleep, so we didn't get home until about 6 or 7 in the morning yesterday. That's all right. So the goal today is to at least make it to a Toys R Us, hit some Walmarts. Probably gonna be our last shipment before Christmas. Might need some merch fulfilled, but I guess we'll see what happens. Plus it's snowing, it's cold out here. All right, so we stopped at one Walmart. Hasn't been going too bad. I found a few things, some video games and such. That there's a few video games here currently at Walmart that's $20, like normal discounted price for like Game of the Year editions. Yeah, you make about 10, 15 bucks on them, so it's not too great, but it's pretty good. Let's try this Walmart out, even though really it's under construction. I'm behind some good stuff in the clearance then. It's the clearance aisle on that under construction Walmart. Not looking like anything out of the ordinary, but I don't know if I haven't thrown clearance out in a little while. A lot of NFL, I don't know what those are. Dog collars? We'll give her, they have some decent prices, as you can see, $1 for that. So some of the prices are somewhat decent, but just by looking at it, I'm in enough Walmart clearance sections and aisles that there probably won't be too much. I'll scan some of that lawn and garden stuff for $1, because lawn and garden stuff is usually pretty good. Actually, we did pretty good on a lot of the lawn and garden stuff I'm not seeing. Of course, like the normal stuff, like Honeywell is pretty much restricted, but 25, not too great. Here's some Power Rangers. We don't, like I said, I think in my last video something about Power Rangers, but I haven't seen these villains before. The villains are usually pretty good, but they're usually super high ranked. Let's just go ahead and see what this guy's gonna bring in. I think I did this in a while. I did a live scan. I should have been more prepared. And we get. Of course, when I put it on video, it just doesn't want to scan. There we go. And these 22 bucks. It's actually somewhat worth it, you know, $15.82. Although they're 10 bucks, so you're only making like $4 after shipping and stuff. And I guess kind of the same thing, $14.72 or whatever. So they're making $3 or $4. So it's not good. Not really worth it. But kind of shows you some of the stuff you can kind of scan you haven't seen before and get a bit of money. Also, make sure you scan your WWE figures, because we just pulled 3 of them over there. Your basic figures that were like $29, like buy cost, or like $23 after fees. Also, they're on rollback for like $6.88 or $7. So there's somebody to be mad back in the WWE. Pullbacks going on back here in the electronics section. So they got a bunch of these older games too that you don't really see, like these here. They're not really worth anything, but the whole like Tex, CMM Max, and a little Heathcliff. I don't really see those games too often, but they're not worth it. Sometimes when you don't see games like that, you look them up and they're worth an absurd amount of money because they're just not there anymore. But I do see at least one of the Legendary Edition ones. I'll try to get the guy to get it out of the case. That's some of the problem here with a Walmart, is when you find something electronic, it's like, you know, is it worth the time to wait trying to find an employee to get everything unlocked into the games? There's a game we need, and there's something else we need unlocked here. It's like sometimes if it's not worth it, it's like $8 profit, we'd say, it's not worth the time. We're just gonna go ahead and head back if there's no employee available. But these 2 things are pretty good. Somebody will look around the corner. Notifying associates. It's weird when they have like one associate that has like the keys. They have to get stuff out of the cases. They have to either check you out, or since the registers here aren't working, they got to walk up the electronics all the way up front. So they have one employee to take stuff out of cases, walk them up front, help customers electronics. It takes a little while sometimes. So as you can see, it actually worked out pretty good, because we actually ended up getting the 2 things that we were looking for. We actually found out 4 more phones, or so we got a total of 5 phones, and all these phones are good ROI. They had another clearance tag on some phones, but they had just the placement paper tags. He said he believed they're out of stock on those. You might have to look them up, but they didn't have any, which would have been a better phone for ROI purposes, but still cool guy. Let us get like 6 phones in the transaction. I guess it's winter now. Now it's starting to get a little bit of the slush out. I think, see, it's actually staying on the ground now, but it's still not deterring people from shopping, because it's still packed in there. But that's all right. I actually checked out faster at the front checkout than we did back in electronics, but it's a good stop. So as you can see, snow's coming down pretty good. That guy's car's covered. Decided to go buy a hat. That's funny because I went down to the Walmart. Last Walmart I bought this hat at. This is the last one they had on there because of the whole the sale. I don't know if it was some kind of sale, like a fire sale on them or something, or it's the first snow of the season. Everyone's going out and getting them. We're gonna go ahead and stop at our first, maybe only Target. I'm not sure. I don't say where we are, but we're up in Michigan. We're in going towards Kalamazoo. I don't think we're in Kalamazoo yet, but oh yeah, I did because I think it's something about the Toys R Us. Still working on the Toys R Us. Haven't hit it yet. But I think that's the end goal. All right, so no home runs here at the Target, but you did get 2 bread and butter items, which were PC games, full price. All right, so we're currently in Toys R Us. At our final, that's not our final destination, but we just want to hit the Toys R Us first. And we got it, and it turns out they had some really good sales. They got a lot of like buy one, get one 40, and just like 40% off certain things. We ended up getting, we haven't actually went to the place we want to go to pick up because it was in front of the store and went past it. We ended up picking up a lot of good stuff. There's actually a real good bolo in the one of the action figure sections where it's only 20% off, but you buy for 7, sell for $29.99. Surprising, they had 3 of them, but we went ahead with the other guys in the series. There isn't as much ROI, and the rank's a little bit higher, but we'll try them out. I'll give us another little replanned bolo to pick up once we're in some Toys R Us. We'll see how those pan out. Alright, so as it turned out, the stuff we came here for pretty much picked over. They're on sale. I was like, all this stuff here, so there's pretty good sales. They ain't really any cheaper than, they're a little bit cheaper than Target and the Walmart because they're on rollback there, and Target they're on sale. But it's like it's pretty much picked over, but we ended up getting some good stuff in the meantime, so not too bad of a stop. We're gonna look up a few things here on the phone and see what's going on. But this Toys R Us was like, they got the boxes like all along the tops. Then we looked and didn't see any that has any stuff up there. Alright, so 112 out the door. It's actually probably one of the better ROI stops maybe than we usually have had at Toys R Us. Usually they've had the gift cards where you get gift cards back after you spend X amount. Then some of the stuff we're buying, we're not forcing it too much, but as long as you break even or make like a little bit of money with, you're gonna get the $25 gift cards back, it was somewhat worth it. This was just straight up some sale prices and just pretty good ROI stuff. We're trying to do another good stop. We've actually been to these Walmarts like once or twice before, but there's even up to a little clearance. So I've actually been to this Walmart once or twice before and pick up these clearance phones, which did the math like yesterday or so, and we've made like almost $1,700 off these phones we've been buying and reselling and been clearancing out. And we've pretty much been around the area. We usually look for them. Most of these Walmarts we haven't been in a while because we're got 2 more. We got 2 at this store and 2 at the other store. They also had some cheap games. They're not 5, but this next Walmart we're going to, we actually picked up a bunch of $5 games like last month or so. Here comes Jim, just kind of what we're picking up. Like this game here, it's like 29 after fees or something. I don't know if I'm getting these right. This was like 22 after fees. Just PS3 games. And that was the same way. These are all newer PS3 games. They had in a $10 bin. And yeah, it's kind of deals we're finding today. I was just sitting here finishing editing up that video, and it's going to be the end of this one. But the next video that I'm going to edit for tomorrow that I filmed today, it's going to have the inventory lab in there. Someone made a comment and wanted to know if we show our profit after our haul from that day. But the inventory lab is going to be in the next video coming up. I thought I should just film a little clip and end this one. So thanks for watching.